understand, but okay. So I hope we are live this time. Still 60-second delay, so we'll see what happens. But okay, we were live for 10 seconds. It seems somewhere in between those castings. I don't know what's wrong really.
Weird.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, now it says offline in the top right, so...
Still?
Yeah, well, you have to wait for the delay.
Yeah, 60-second delay, yeah.
It should be fine.
We should wait for like a couple of moments.
Yep. Well, anyhow, let's just repeat once more if nobody heard us before, which would be pretty weird. Anyhow, we're having a first game of the Conn.Si Arena, Season 1, between MegaBite and Starbuck, Hungarian and Slovenian players, both young, and let's say more or less up and coming. Well, it seems we are finally live.
Yeah, it says we're live, so should be working now. It says it's live.
So, okay, like we said, Conn.Si Arena, this is our opening match.
Yeah, opening match.
I think we're gonna start. So sorry for the delay, guys. We had some technical issues as always with streaming when it matters, but still we're here.
Yeah, we managed to fix it.
Yeah, the first map will be GSL Whirlwind between Starbuck and MegaBite, as we said already.
I'm interested, what does this CYN stand for?
CIN stands for his previous team, Cyanide, but since he doesn't have a name change, he still has to have it. But Starbuck is currently on Team Derailed. It's a fairly unknown team, but yeah, I think they picked him up like last year somewhere. I don't exactly know when, but...
Yeah, he was in Team Cyanide, then he went to New Breed, and also for SFTO, and now he plays for Team Derailed.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, the game is loading. We are on GSL Whirlwind, big map. We will be watching a ZVZ versus MegaBite versus Starbuck. The first opening match for the Connecting Slovenia Arena Season 1.
Yeah, and it's best of 3, so
yeah,
we'll at least 2 maps. So
yeah, there's at least 2 games to come. So we are really excited. Really hope to see some great games coming out of these 2 players.
So I'll let Siart introduce Starbuck and Hungarian for a Hungarian.
Okay.
Slovenia.
Thank you very much. I'll go on your camera 1 sec. Okay, I'm on your camera.
Okay.
So, in the top left corner, we have our red Zerg hailing all the way from Slovenia. Starbuck. It's just Starbuck now.
Yeah, Derailed.
Derailed Starbuck. That sign gets me off every time. Okay, and in the bottom right corner, hailing all the way from Hungary, it is MegaBite. Also, MegaBite currently
always Stefano, good luck, have fun.
Yeah, is always the Stefano, good luck guy.
And Dendron Scout?
Yes, is it? Not yet, but he should probably go for it. I just wanted to say that MegaBite actually qualified for the arena. When Mate said he could not play, he played against PSC, a best of 5 series 2 days ago, or was it 2 days ago, and he managed to win a 3-0 actually in a sweep, so that got him a spot in today's or actually in the tournament, so congrats again for that.
Okay.
And please go on.
We have first deviation from the players. We're seeing faster gas from Starbuck.
Yeah, actually we're seeing a 13 gas, 13 pull coming out of Starbuck, and that could indicate for speed link pressure a really fast building pressure, and if MegaBite won't be careful about this, this could be dangerous. Potentially could kill him, since you really need those fast bailings if you don't have speed or anything else. And MegaBite still delays that pull, and that's not the best thing actually. Okay, puts down the pull now.
Yeah, 16 is very late, and there's a drone scout from Starbuck, so we'll definitely know
Starbuck,
it's a cross spawn.
yeah, Starbuck will know what's up. He will see that delayed pull, and he will think like, yeah, this is good, man. This is really good for me. And okay, the speed for Starbuck has already begun, so 4 Zerglings on the way with a queen. And Starbuck is going for an all-in. This is a speedling all-in, and he wants to finish this game really quick.
He's come off gas though, so he does have the possibility to expand if all else fails.
But if he doesn't do the needed damage here, it won't be enough. And right now, MegaBite knows oh no, it's just a transfer. I thought he was pulling the drones for some reason, but right now MegaBite is in a big in big trouble because he still didn't take his gas.
And Starbuck expanded.
He took a second behind this pressure.
Right now,
back to drone production. His speed is still not done, and you'll have what, 6 Zerglings?
10 Zerglings.
A late spine crawl.
The spine crawl will fall. MegaBite shouldn't die to this, but he should take some damage. At least
with the queen, it's
one drone falls, one spine crawler falls, perhaps a queen, but shouldn't do too much.
To the main now. Not going to any closer, I guess.
Yeah, and now the speedlings. This is really dangerous. The queen will fall it will fall most definitely. Also, the drones will start falling really quick, and this is really good for Starbuck. No speed on those MegaBite slings, and that's not the best. But Starbuck didn't support that push, that pressure, and basically he ran out of Zerglings. Only 3 remain now, going for probably a snipe on a drone.
Or just scouting,
Yeah, and scouting information. But Starbuck did reasonably good here. He killed 9 drones, and that's a lot. This early in the game, that's a lot of drones.
He's already in the lead in terms of drone counts.
Yeah, he has 21 drones comparing to 19 of MegaBite, and Starbuck is in a good lead, exactly.
Yeah, he's making a spine crawler and a bailing nest now.
Yeah, so he kind of doesn't really want to do...
I don't really understand the spine crawler because he scouted that there's an extremely late speed from MegaBite, so exactly. I don't think it's necessary, especially with the baneling, because he can leave one baneling behind or something.
Yeah, it's overcautious.
You usually go for that spine crawl if you don't know what your opponent's going, if perhaps there are any roaches or stuff, or baneling invasions, stuff like that coming. But
he's losing some drones now.
Yeah, right now Starbuck is in a big advantage. He's killing drones.
His speed advantage quite well.
Yeah, and he's preventing the queens from injecting, and that's
they have to stay in the choke.
Yeah, every missed inject this early in the game isn't good, and right now he's killing even more drones. Barely survives. The drone barely survives.
2 nice ninja bailings morphing in for Starbuck in the top right corner of his base.
Didn't even notice that, and MegaBite pulls away. Just
good reaction.
Oh no! Ooh. Oh, he kills how many drones?
Not too bad, 3 drones.
Yeah, not bad, but he lost 16 drones already, and
MegaBite is going for a counter, but those banelings are going to, well, he'll get some worker kills, I guess.
Yeah, also wanted to state that Starbuck is taking his lair. It's halfway complete already, so he will probably go for Mutalisk since he took all 4 gases, and although this push from MegaBite knocked him off a little bit, he's okay. Only now takes his workers in the gas. That should be okay.
Huge worker lead for Starbuck, 41 to 27.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the kill count on workers really pays off. I mean, 16 drones killed in the 6 minutes into the game, 9 minutes into the game. It's really big.
Starbuck went for a Spire.
Yeah, Mutas incoming. And we have a little bit up and down fightings from each player. MegaBite returning to base.
MegaBite went for double Evo. Well, he added the second one later.
Now the question is if MegaBite will scout that Spire or if he will sense that Spire coming, and that's the biggest question. If he doesn't know it's coming, he won't have even Spore Crawlers or more Queens, and that will be bad. He will most likely die to it. Right now Starbuck wants to go in with an Overseer. I think he saw everything. Yeah, he saw... No, he didn't see any. He actually saw nothing.
I think MegaBite is going for Ling Infestor because he went for melee upgrade in the Evo chamber. So if he does most things right, he could fend off the Mutas, but not the very quick third that Starbuck can take safely.
Yeah, also MegaBite only now puts down his infestation pit, although his lair was complete like a little more, less than a minute ago, and every second that his anti-air is delayed, it's worse for him. And now he's going to see that Spire and he's gonna think to himself, this is not good.
Yeah, he sees everything.
He should put down spores immediately.
Yep, no spores as of yet.
No spores coming out. Two spores coming out and 3 queens. It will be enough, of course, to defend the initial mutilaries, but if that count grows without being a bit hammered down, it will be bad, and infestors won't be quick enough to pop out.
And Bailings are morphing, Mutas are coming.
Yeah, Starbuck is going for the Muta, Baneling, Link.
MegaBite is fly blocked, and not anymore.
Starbuck has to be careful. Yeah, Starbuck has to be careful with those Mutalisks. He shouldn't He shouldn't lose too many, and right now he lost a lot.
Yeah.
He's losing them to Spore Crawls and to Queens.
Nice
and this
Bailings, but
yeah, didn't do too much. I mean, he killed additional 9 workers, but he lost like what 6 Mutalisk in the six Mutalisk in the process, something like that. And his third is currently really in danger. These links could potentially take it down, since they are 1-1.
Yep. He might deny the base, or at least some mining time.
Yeah, he should kill at least a couple of drones and the base.
He did, yeah.
But he decided to pull off. The Mutalist taking their damage on them. In the other... Sorry.
Workers killed were pretty much even now, on 25 against 24 for Starbuck only.
Yeah,
so
and
those links were quite effective here.
MegaBite
and if you check the units lost tab, that tells a story as well. So while Starbuck does have the economic advantage, I don't think it's as big as the discrepancy between the units lost. That's 1400 to 26.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that because actually MegaBite is actually coming back into the game a little bit. Although he was way behind in the early stages, now he has his pathogen glands complete. 2 infestors are on the way, and these mutas continue to be a big problem for him, but there are 5 queens and 2 infestors should deal with everything.
And he's going for 2 base Ultralisk, I think, as ridiculous as it sounds, because his hive is already more.
Yeah, hive is halfway complete, and
he's making a Nidus.
Yeah, Starbuck is making a Nidus, yeah, and he has hide release then complete, so it's gonna be some weird play coming out of Starbuck, as he is known for that. The question is if MegaBite will recognize or see the Nidus. So right now, roaches for Starbuck, we completely forgot to mention that, are already in MegaBite's base. And these queens will fall, but there are so many infestors, there should not be a problem for MegaBite to hold this. Burrow on those roaches, but there's
very nice
fungal
engagement from MegaBite.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
We'll fend off this easily. Oh, nice catch on those 3 mutas.
Yeah,
he's going to...
he kills the rest.
And the Nidus is coming at the north side of MegaBite's main. He doesn't have Overlord there because with the Muta opening,
Yeah.
he completely lost map control. So.
Just wanted to, Toma, you have to replace your overlay since it's really bad set attacker. So check that out, please. But we'll do it in the for the next game. Okay, right now big roaches, a lot of roaches. Actually, a huge number of roaches coming out of that Nidus and Insta GG coming out from MegaBite. Good play from both players, and still, although MegaBite did come back a little bit in these later stages, it wasn't good. I mean, the Mutalists did their damage, and also the early bailing bombs killed so many drones. So yeah. And also, like you stated, Kuvas, the map control, of course.
It's interesting. I think he went for something like 12 mutas altogether or something. I think that's a bit much just to get map control, but in the end it worked out with this Nidus. I thought he would go like full muta, mass muta.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can split against what he had a couple of infestors. You can split mutas against that. And if he uses infested terrans, then you can just fly away.
Yeah, exactly. And
we're waiting for our next map. MegaBite will choose it and I will host it.
Yeah, so basically this was the end of game number 1. It's currently 1-0 for Starbuck. And the map is Daybreak. MegaBite chose Daybreak. He seems to really like this map. He also played this map in the best of 5 when he lost. No, he didn't lose it, but he won against the player PSZ really decisively. And the players are ready, I think. Only waiting for the invites of anyone else.
I think this is it. There was some other player, but that left in the middle of that game before.
Yeah, okay, so we can begin, I think. So for anyone watching, this is actually the opening night for the Connecting Slovenia Arena Season 1. We had to switch a little. We have to switch the matchups a little bit since we had a little bit of problems. But right now we're watching Starbuck versus MegaBite.
And this is the second map of this best of 3, and it's going to be Daybreak.
Yeah, Daybreak. ZVZ on Daybreak. Just to mention, it's a really volatile matchup. Constantly in beginning with bailing, ling, everything pressure and stuff like that, and ultimately going into Roach, Infestor, Hydra, or Mutalisk Roach, something like that. So right now we're gonna watch another awesome game, I think. So Kuvas, would you do the honors, please?
Well, in the bottom left in red colors, MegaBite from Hungary has spawned on Daybreak, and then in the top right in the blue color, Starbuck. The map is Daybreak and it's ZVZ, so I expect mutas at least from one player, simply because the ground path is just so, I don't know, weird.
Yeah,
Roaches get to the other base really slowly, so Mutalisks is a logical choice, I would say.
Yeah, exactly, and you also have a lot of space behind the bases and in between them, so you can really dodge any infestors coming out, or not infestors but spore crawlers and queens. You can jump around from the second to the third, or from the second to the main, and they're really effective, exactly like you've said.
And also it's a really easy third to take.
Yeah, it's an easy to control with Mutalisk, exactly.
Interesting enough, MegaBite didn't 10 drone scout at all this time. Not in the first, not in this game.
And we see Starbuck going again for the 13 gas, 13 pool play. I think it will be pool. Yeah, it's gonna be pool. So again, for the same build, going for the speedling, fast speedling.
I think are going for the same opening.
Yeah, MegaBite going for the 15 hatch, exactly like you said. And we're gonna see what happens if MegaBite is going to fall again. Ah, okay, taking his fast gas right now. Gas before pull, exactly. But it has its advantages, like faster banings or perhaps speed. On the other hand, the pull is delayed again, which is not good. But it perhaps didn't pay off as much to him in the last game, but he did not die, so he
MegaBite started his pull just a few moments before Starbucks finished.
Yeah, and Starbuck's speed is again like before his before MegaBite's pull even finished, so he's going in a bit of a trouble again.
And he's making 6 links and a queen, while MegaBite's hatchery is about to finish.
Yeah, and MegaBite has to know right now that it's the same build coming again, because his overlord sees there's no hatchery and sees links coming, and he has to realize this is coming his way.
Yeah, he has lava saved up at the natural.
Yeah, for the Zerglings. Okay, already 6 Zerglings on the way, so he shouldn't be really in much trouble. But that speed.
Links are coming. Speed will finish very fast.
Yeah, for Starbuck it's already third of the way, and this will be a bit dangerous when the speed finishes. But as soon as those 2 queens pop out and perhaps a spunk roll or something, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Right now, MegaBite has to be careful. He really has to be careful, not letting those Zerglings come up into his main, or he will lose drones again.
Yep, Starbuck is sitting here. Oh, we have a small engagement. Starbuck's speed finished, so he's having disadvantage. Well, he did expand, so his base, his natural is going to finish.
Yeah, and if you look at this, if you look at worker count, currently it's 21 drones to 22 drones. So Starbuck actually isn't that behind, since MegaBite didn't start mining from his expansion. So actually Starbuck is in a way ahead of him, and currently like having more drones already than.
I don't know if he was more ahead the game before, so I think this one is.
I mean, it's not as big. It's not a big of a problem, but a slight. It's a slight advantage, not like game breaking or anything. Currently, Starbuck producing 10 more Zerglings.
Supply blocked. Starbuck still not making overlord, starting it just now. Also adding a Banelink nest, while MegaBite is halfway done already.
It's interesting that MegaBite opted for the tumor at the natural. Maybe he's planning to go for a roach Baneling bust or something to speed his units up just slightly.
Yeah, perhaps. And right now, losing a queen is not the best thing, and he has no injects. Actually, he has only 1 queen for the injects. And
MegaBite needs to counter-attack right now.
Yeah, I think that would be a good choice.
Banelings.
4 Banelings in the process of the making. On the other hand, we have Starbuck just droning up like a madman. Currently on 31 drones, already exceeding MegaBite's count. And what we're gonna see out here right now, it's a bit difficult to say. MegaBite going for the lair. Question is if he will take all 4 gases, then he's definitely going for the middle list, but taking only the second one now, so probably roaches. Or
he's going for attack. Ooh, a lot of Banelings.
Oh, bad
bombs.
micro coming out of MegaBite, losing a lot of Zerglings to 3 Banelings, and that should put him back to his base, back to bed. It's really, that wasn't the best actually. That was really bad for MegaBite, just dropping Zerglings against that.
I like how Starbuck had 3 queens at the natural, and just before the extra lava popped from the main, he moved 1 queen back into the main just to inject. He's really keeping tabs on his injections and using his queens at the front where they are most useful in between injections.
Yeah, exactly. That shows what kind of caliber of a player he is. That he's a grandmaster, and he's rightfully so. Right now we have a Spire coming out of MegaBite. He did take all four guesses. I did not spot that, unfortunately.
Well, they're
And
pretty late, so
yeah,
I'm not sure.
they are a lot. They are delayed a lot because you want to take those guesses while you make the lair, and or even before that. And roaches for Starbuck, +1 missile, +1 carapace. So
Yeah, he
roach
went
boost.
for double evolution, like
Yeah, double evo with the upgrades. And MegaBite, I think if he doesn't make a lot of
ooh,
ooh, nice
yeah,
spot by MegaBite
nice spot.
by preventing all those bailing morphs. And just want to say that MegaBite will be in a big hump of trouble if he doesn't make spine crawlers to defend against the up and coming roach bush.
Yeah, he's seeing everything, so
Yeah,
well, no. Or did he see everything?
he saw everything. He should have
Yeah.
seen everything.
Even
He
the
had-
Hydra then.
Yeah,
And
he should-
Hydra off of 2 base, I think it's, well, not necessarily all in, but it's very heavy aggression.
Yeah, and he also saw the double evo, so he should know what's up. And 7 Zerglings coming out for Mutalisk coming out from MegaBite.
MegaBite
those-
did take the third, though.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you complete your spy and make the Mutalisk, you usually go take your third and go harass with the Mutalisk. Try to keep your opponent in the base as much as you can, and trying to get your third up. Currently, MegaBite is also taking his Roach Warren and +1 missile attack, but with the composition that Starbuck has with Hydralisk and Roaches, this will be any engagement coming out with the Mutalisk will be in favor of Starbuck.
Yep, so Mutas are here.
Yeah,
wrecking
drones
some
are
havoc.
falling, but like 3 drones for making what? How many Mutalisks does he have? He has 8 Mutalisks for the cost of 4 drones, and if you don't do damage with this Mutalisk as soon as possible, they're just not worthy to make.
Especially not against 5 queens.
Yeah,
He has all the energy he needs. I think he even transfused a drone.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He saved the drone, so that's also notable. And the push is coming, and right now MegaBite is in big trouble because the roaches will tank all the damage and the Hydras will do the rest. Although there are not as many roaches as I would like coming out from Starbuck, those Hydras are pretty vulnerable against Banelings, so he has to be careful with not allowing them to connect the Banelings, of course. MegaBite being a little bit of uncareful, letting some units go into the grinder. Here come the Banelings. 3 Hydralisks lost for 5 Banelings, and I think that's the best thing that Starbuck could ask for. And I think we'll see a GG pretty soon here. MegaBite has no answer to this. Although 14 roaches are on the way.
Yeah, his
The
bannings weren't that bad, but weren't that great also. So
Yeah. And
better army composition from Starbuck in this
yeah,
fight, I guess.
Starbuck already
might be
has
deciding.
+1 as well, so we should see a GG pretty soon here. Also pulling the drones as a last resort, losing additional roaches and drones, and the Hydras are still alive, doing maximum damage possible, and there's no way MegaBite can come back out from this, and we can see roaches coming from Starbuck's base.
Yeah, a new stream of roaches.
Yeah,
And
GG, well
GG.
played, coming out from MegaBite, and Starbuck takes the series 2-0. A convincing games. First game going Mutalisk, the second game going Roach Hydra composition, and quite good games. Not as long as we could hope for, but quite good as well.
Yep, so this is it. Starbuck beats MegaBite 2 against 1 in 2. Interesting, but maybe a bit one-sided games. Still, I think MegaBite did play quite well, and he's still in game for taking that second spot, which leads to the second group stage.
Yeah, and this is awesome. So Starbuck taking this decisive victory really shows that he's a good player. That he is his the grandmaster status is deserved. But I don't want to poke at that too much. I mean, of course, MegaBite is also a great player, showing a good game. But just spill is what happened to him, and it can happen to even to the best. So. But as you have said, it's not over for him. He still has a lot more chance. A lot more.
I have I have a few questions for Kuvas.
Yeah, sure.
So how do you rate MegaBite like in comparison to other Hungarian players? Like I mean, let's say experience wise and achievement wise and skill wise at the moment.
The most international experience, I think Breach has it, and then maybe Stunter. MegaBite is more of a in-house clan player and streamer. This No Life clan is a prominent group of streamers as well. They're known by the community, but not necessarily for their in-game achievements, but for their they're always there. You can check their stream and they're online and they're active. That's how I'd put it.
Okay, so what did you see the groups of the tournament, or what do you think that any of the Hungarians will be able to qualify for the second round? Well, Starbuck was the best player in this group. So
Yeah. I didn't really have time to check all the groups. I only know that who the Hungarian players are, mostly. And I would say that the person who forfeited, Mate, would be the third most known and probably best, with first place going to Breach and then second to Stunter. Although some would agree that because Stunter plays Zerk, he would come first. We'll see how that unfolds.
So, is there anything special about the Stunter or Breach or even MegaBite that you could tell like any good experience, or which of matchups are the best of those players?
I've seen quite a few TVTs from Breach, and worth mentioning, he's been member of several international teams. Among them were, I think, Milk, if that's correct.
Yep.
At least that was the tag before the nickname. And I do believe he's in a team right now, but I don't exactly recall.
Russian team, something on Q, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, it's QNK, something like that.
So.
Yeah. Both Breach and Stunter were members of the most successful Hungarian team, which was NF Team, which disbanded a couple of months ago, I think. And yeah, that's about it.
So, like you said, the most interesting thing for me is that we're having a tournament with different players from different countries, like well, a lot of Slovenians, but still Hungarians and Croatians and Serbians, players from Serbia. And I think the most interesting part will be to see how those players match up against each other. I don't know if they played against each other on ladder, maybe once, twice, but I think they have yet to play an official match. And with all the best players from the region, except Beastie Cutie missing, he's from Serbia, but I think, if I'm not mistaken,
he's currently residing in the Razor Training House Academy in America, Los Angeles, exactly to be known. So
I think it's going to be a quite interesting tournament. We'll see who will get to the I mean, the first two spots in each group will lead to the second group stage, and well, maybe we can have a look at the schedule.
By the way, this is it for tonight. This was one and only match for today. Well, I think, yeah. If not,
we'll just tell a bit about the other matches.
Yeah, we'll explain a little bit about the schedule. So
we had some problems at the beginning, so you didn't hear everything we said. We were talking a bit, not that much again, but still, those problems. Well, anyhow, let's have a look at the schedule. Tomorrow, it's 7th of January. We're having TVP, Serbian Teran, Vladojka will play against Slovenian Porto Skleta, and the second match right after the first one finishes will be a great match that every true Slovenian StarCraft 2 fan is waiting for, or was waiting for to happen, and it's going to be a match between two great Slovenian Zergs, one being Eonus, who was, before Starbuck, the most dominant StarCraft 2 player in Slovenia, and he'll play against Starbuck, so I think this is going to be a nice ZVZ. Eonus didn't play a lot for a long time, and he wasn't active, I don't know, since not going to WCG 2011, while Starbuck is playing a lot. He achieved Grandmaster. He's also streaming. He's having a quite recognized team, so I think this will be a great match. If nothing else, it's going to be interesting for all the Slovenian fans. I am, for one, very excited about this match. Anyhow, we're having that's all for Monday. So tomorrow, on Tuesday, we're going to have TVT Breach versus Gemini. That's like you said before, Hungarian Terran, the most recognized, or let's say renowned Hungarian player, against Gemini, who is also, I wouldn't lie if I would say top 3 in Serbia. I hope not, but I think he's a strong Terran player, and this is going to be an interesting match as well, because I think we didn't see those players play yet.
And I actually don't remember that we ever had a TVT or had the honor to cast a TVT.
Yeah.
At least I don't remember doing it. So this should be really awesome. I'm really excited for this, especially.
Yeah. And there are 2 other matches that are scheduled already. And the first one is on Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're all going to be a few matches. So on Wednesday it's going to be Danny versus Stunter. So a TVZ, like you said, Stunter. He's also twice Grandmaster and quite strong player. He's not playing that much though. That's, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's correct. He used to play a lot and also stream, but he kind of stopped doing that. However, he did practice against Breach. As I said, they were teammates, so he does have quite a few TVZs under his belt.
Okay, so he's a quite experienced TVZ player as well, I guess, as Breach is one of the best, if not the best, Hungarian player. So Danny will have to show his best TVZ, and I'll also introduce Danny a bit. He's one of the most also known and successful Croatian players.
The most renowned Croatian player, right? Besides...
Pitak is the most recognized and also successful, I would say, but Danny, he's...
The community-wise, I think he's the most recognized.
Yeah, he's neck and neck with him also. And I think what I like about the Croatian and Serbian scene is that there are a lot of good players that are constantly beating each other. So once Pitak wins everybody, including Beastie Cutie, then the other time Danny beats him, or Cheese King beats someone else, and so all the top masters are strong. And I would say the Hungarian players are also very strong. So it's going to be an interesting tournament. And let's not forget about the next Saturday. It's going to be Cheese King versus MegaBite. This game should happen today. but it was postponed. Well, we're sorry for that too, but happens, so no problem. We're going to see this
Yeah,
PVZ next week.
a bit of a problems with schedule, so we had to find a fast replacement for Cheese King, unfortunately. But we'll have that awesome PVZ next Saturday. Yeah. By the way, all matches will begin during the week. The week we'll have matches at 7 o'clock, 7
There's
Central European time.
There are on Monday. It's going to be at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, Monday it's gonna be a bit earlier since we have two matches coming up. Yeah, tomorrow exactly.
There are a few unscheduled matches for the first group stage as well. One being Frost versus Stribica, and the second being Petak versus Koflek, and the last the Forte versus Giant from Bulgaria.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just wanted to state that basically the games will, or the casted games, and basically everything will go and start at around like 6 o'clock. It won't be really that early because we know about schedules for people. We understand that there's work, there's school, there's everything. So basically there'll be matches from 6 to 7 and something like that. Just so you know.
Yeah, and we'll have VODs of videos on demand for every match. If there will be no live stream, we'll rebroadcast from replays, and we'll schedule the match, and well write by that it's a rebroadcast, but still you have a chance to watch all the games live. I mean in video, and I hope as many games will have a live stream as possible. Well, I think we'll slowly just
finish this up.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask my co-commentators tonight. Well, first, thanks for your time, of course. And the second thing that I wanted to ask was, who do you two think is the first favorite to win it all?
You can go first, QS, so I can decide upon your decision.
I would say it's a bit of a coin flip for me because I only know a few names, and if I judged all the players just based on me knowing only a few of them, wouldn't exactly be fair.
That wouldn't be fair, and yeah, of course, understandable.
Yeah.
Well, I can, if you can take a moment to think it over, but if I would really have to take or to say it something like this, I would have to say that either Breach or Starbuck will take first place. Definitely in the top 4, 100% Breach and Starbuck, I think. Coming right behind them will be either Petak or Danny. So I think top 4 will be taken by Starbuck, Breach, Danny, Petak, and perhaps even Stunter. But since you have already stated that his inactivity and stuff like that, that can affect a lot on gameplay. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, just my opinion as well. I did write we did post the prediction introduction on Conn.Si, and you can read that. But still, I will start with the ladder rankings, which are not really the best thing to do, I know, but as of the moment, Starbuck and Giant from Bulgaria are the best players here. Both had 2 GM accounts the last season, and I think both are going to be GMs this season as well. So I would say maybe we'll have a round of 4. That means 4 best players will be Zerks. It might happen. Giant from Bulgaria, Starbuck that we just watched from Slovenia, Stunter from Hungary, he's Zerk nonetheless. So and Petak from Croatia. Those are the Zerk favorites. I think that every other player on the list is also capable of qualifying
of
to
course,
at least top 4. Especially Breach, Danny, and well, all other top
Yeah,
players.
we shouldn't underestimate the others. Of course, they have all deserved either a invitation or a qualification for this. So it's definitely not in our power to say that they're out or anyway. But we can just say that basically that those 4 or 5 players are the dominant or at least the
Yeah,
best to be players.
they are
In their
favorites,
in their
but
previous results and the ladder rankings, we could say that they're pretty good. And but of course, not to underestimate anyone. We can see a lot of upsets here. So
yeah, you know why they are favorites at all? I mean, at all. Just
yeah,
because they could be upsets. So
yeah,
there are no
exactly.
favorites without upsets, and that's why we are here. Well, not just that. We also want just good StarCraft 2 games, I guess.
Yeah, we want to have fun. We want to have we want you to have fun with us. We want to have a great community to start to develop. Already is a kind of a community,